This is Nosey with Good Intentions, the podcast.
In every nook and cranny.
This is Michael.
And Kirk. Guiding your noses today.
That worked! How are we supposed to do it in reverse?
Well, we fucked that up, didn't we?
Pretty much.
We're so prepared.
All right. So,
do we even have a topic? Michael, what's been on your mind this week? Why don't you surprise me with something?
Okay.
Catch me off guard.
We will absolutely be off guard. I'm just trying to make sure our volume levels are good. I think they're good.
We'll find out. I tend to be quiet.
Yeah, lies you tell.
Well, mine gets turned down. Camera one.
Okay.
We've got a table. It's clear, so it's still the Full Body Podcast. But we have a table today.
All right. I think let's start with, would you stay if your significant other was paralyzed?
Oh, God. How paralyzed are we talking?
There's varying degrees of paralyzed, sir.
I think that would be hard.
Okay.
Because I think that there would be some resentment. Like if I was the paralyzed person,
okay,
I would think that the person would have some level of resentment. Like, I love you, and now I gotta really take care of you. Okay. Oh, okay. Camera one, we're just not even. We're not even worried about staying in the camera. We're just hanging out.
No, I just had to make sure I could hear. Continue. There we go. I get nervous.
That you can't hear?
Yes.
Well, you know, Kevin Hart has this joke that I think... Oh, camera one, we're moving back in front of you again. Do you need me for the sound control?
No, you're fine.
Okay. Houston, do we have a problem?
No, I think we're good.
Okay. Kevin Hart has that joke about, you know, if we're on a boat... and you get bit by a shark and you lose a leg,
right?
I'm just going to push you in, let the shark finish the job. Which is funny, but also I think is realistic.
Okay.
Because after a little while, you're going to be resentful. If there's also... Listen, I will try to make it sound better. So there's also
way to make it better.
A lot of people, they will be the caretaker.
Okay.
Like, let's say they take care of this person that's like really sick. Let's say it's their spouse.
Right.
And because they're so focused on taking care of their spouse that they forget to take care of themselves and they end up dying first.
For real?
Yeah. Like this happens all the time.
I think I'll be pissed.
So then it's like, I've devoted the rest of my life to taking care of your ass and now I'm going to die first.
No.
I'm going to push you in and let the shark finish the job.
You're supposed to die first. I've been holding it down for you all this time. Hell no.
Well, but then I also think like medical care wise, you may be better off with like in-home nursing care or something. You know, like somebody professional that knows what they're doing to come in here.
Okay. Well, there is people.
Or a nursing home.
What if they're not old?
Well, nursing home is for just recovery. Like let's say you have your knees replaced.
Okay.
You know, knee replacement surgery. Some people go to the nursing home to recover from their knee replacement. So they have constant care. And then they leave the nursing home when they've recovered. Okay,
quick question. What's the difference between a nurse? I thought a nursing home was where old people go to die, basically.
I think it's sort of like...
I don't mean to sound cold like that. I'm just saying. We all know when you send them there, they don't last as long in the elderly home or whatever it's called.
Yeah. I think it's a brain thing because they don't do anything.
Yeah, you're not active or mentally active.
Yeah. I just want to be put out of my misery.
So you lose your leg.
Only if you're listening. I just want to be put out of my misery.
But I'm saying, okay, for me, I think it depends on the level of paralyzation.
Okay.
Is that a real word? Or did I just make that up?
You're on a
paralysis. Roll. There you go. There's levels of paralysis. Excuse me. I think there's levels of paralysis. Okay. I think if I'm...
Parallelogram. Yes. I'm with you.
There we go. It calls level. Oh, Lord. But no, I think it depends on what level of paralysis I have as to whether I want them to stay. I think if I'm waist down, but my junk still works,
then you're not waist down.
No?
I think once you hit waist down, your junk doesn't work.
Okay. If my junk don't work, she can go on about her life.
Take me out.
Yeah. Well, I have heard stories.
I've had a good run. Do you know what I mean? At this point, okay. I've had a good run. Take me out.
Oh, because your junk don't work?
Well, because I'm parallelogram. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't need to continue on parallelogramming.
Why not? So, what if you have paralysis in like your one leg?
Okay.
No, I know a guy, all jokes aside. You don't know it. I know a guy who...
Shit on him.
He's in the same field as us.
Oh, God.
He's in a wheelchair. And I mustered the courage. I said, hey, so what happened exactly? He told me, got in a car accident, blah, blah, blah. It wasn't like a drunk driving thing. It was just a real bad car accident. So I said, I don't know how I got even more courage. And I was like, hey.
Now I'm afraid to drive tonight. Go ahead, continue.
So I say, so you can't move your legs at all? He's like, no, I can kind of move. I think he said he can kind of move one of them. And then the other one is kind of done for. He didn't use those words. That was my understanding.
I was going to ask, did he use that phrase exactly? Done for.
Tapped out.
Tapped out.
But no, so he showed me, he moved one of his legs. It wasn't.
He said,
it was
look what I can do.
It was his strong leg.
Oh my God. I'm really afraid to drive.
No, he's a cool dude, but that was his strong leg.
He said, look at this leg. What'd you think about this leg?
No, he got a little shimmy with that one.
Shimmy. He said, do the stanky leg.
You're going to hell. Oh, Lord. Sir.
Oh, my God.
We're going to go to this episode doing the stanky leg. There we go. Good job, sir.
Oh, my God.
No, so he showed me his stanky leg. Oh, yes, Lord. Woo. Hallelujah. All right. So he showed me his stanky leg. And he was like, yeah, he could move one of his legs a little bit. What were we talking about again?
Being parallelogram.
So yeah, he can move his leg a little bit. Yeah. So what if it was to that level where you could do a stanky leg, but the other one is just stinking?
Only if you could do it as a party favor.
What?
Like we roll in.
Like party balloons and animals?
And we're like, the show. Cocktails in a show. He's got the stanky leg rolling.
No, sir.
And then you play the song.
That's not how it's supposed to go.
Second song is Lean With It, Rock With It.
No, sir. Oh, Lord. Oh, I think I'm crying. It's the first episode I've cried over. Yes, sir. So only
if it can be fun.
Oh, if he's not all sensitive about it.
If I'm parallelogram and I can't be fun, just take me out. You know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, because if you kind of, not just go serious, but if you moping around and like you're down and, but I think a lot of people who become paralyzed in the beginning are down. They're not chipper and doing the stanky leg. I'm being serious.
They're feeling a little downtrodden.
I don't think they're feeling anything, but you know. Oh, Lord. Y'all can turn the channel.
I can't drive home tonight. Oh, my God.
In a handbasket. We're going in a handbasket.
Driving it. Flooring it to the bed.
No, I mean, okay. I'm going to try to be for real. Okay, so if you had that level of paralysis, would you want your partner to be like, all right, I'll leave you to your your laurels, or?
I guess it depends on what can I do. Sort of like I talked about Tourette's. I don't want the tick, but I want to be like, I want to be like, sick ass pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be that one. I want to be that Tourette's person. If I'm going to have it, that's the fun one. I don't want to, I don't want to be like that. I just want to yell shit out.
I think we're done for today. Thank you for listening.
Listen. There's this video. It's from Britain.
Okay.
Oh my God. It's so funny.
Oh.
It's this man. It's like a Tourette's group. And the lady's leading.
Just take turns ticking and cursing.
Listen. It's like group. I guess it's sort of like AA, but Tourette's.
So it's like TA? Tourette's Anonymous.
Oh my God. Just light the fire. Just light the fire.
Anyway,
I don't remember exactly what he said, but this woman goes, okay, Bill, is there anything you want to share? And he's like,
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
He's like, shut the fuck up. When I tell you I almost peed all over myself watching this video, I watched it 175 times. Like, to be able to say that to somebody and then be like, my Tourette's.
He ain't no good one. No, he wanted her to shut the fuck up. This is not where I thought this was going to go.
Well, I think when you're paralyzed, you got to make the best of it.
Sir, I'm trying to be serious. Not too serious. But
I think if I was in a wheelchair, I would be like, take me to Disney World.
Okay.
And put me on, I don't know the name of the ride.
Any ride.
It's the small world. And I want to hold hands with the puppets and be like, it's a small world. Let that be my life.
No, I will agree with you. If I would want it to be fun too. You know what I mean? All jokes aside. I would want it to be fun. Because you can't.
Why not?
Especially, okay, now I will say, if I'm Christopher Reeves, you can push me on into the ocean. I'm good.
Oh, slit my throat.
Yeah.
Sorry, no offense. He died, right?
I don't know.
We're so researched. R.I.P. maybe.
I don't know if he is dead. I have no idea. Either way.
Slit my throat.
Yeah, if I'm neck down, you can just put a pillow over my face. No, that might. Well, I can't feel it. So, yeah, you could put it over my face and let me choke to death. I'm serious. I'm not finna be sitting around and I can't do nothing but just stare at people. I can't even turn my head. No, I know it sounds like being insensitive.
You looked at me like, I'm serious, man.
Yeah. And we're not making fun of people who are actually paralyzed.
Oh, just yeah. If you're paralyzed and you want to live, go off.
Yeah, I'm saying for me personally, oh, this is so insensitive.
I don't know. I think a lot of people listening agree.
Yeah, if they want to be honest with themselves.
Slit my throat.
Bro, what am I supposed to do besides this?
Do something that's quick. Like give me the lethal injection. Then I can just go to sleep.
But it's illegal to help somebody kill themselves. Well,
that's dumb.
That it's illegal?
I think that's dumb. I think if you want to kill yourself and somebody can help you do that and it's completely
not encouraging
your choice.
Killing yourself.
No.
It sucks you have to put a disclaimer on just some humor.
No, Becky, don't do it.
Yeah.
No, don't. I'm talking about like people that are like
genuinely
in immense pain or, they're parallelogram. You know what I mean? I don't think that you should have to live if you don't want to.
Right. Because if I wasn't parallelogram and I was in my house and I shot myself in the head, I didn't get permission. Don't shoot yourself in the head. I'm just saying, if I, Michael, chose to do so.
If you're still listening, hi. Hi, camera one. We're so glad you came.
Oh, well. They have, yeah. But no, I mean, it's the truth, though. If I choose to sit in my living room, Michael _Skiller _Chappelle, not anybody else, and I go kaplooey and I kill myself, that's on me.
Yeah.
But if I'm But if I'm not physically capable, but I'd like to, and I call upon the assistance of a friend of mine.
Nurse Ratched. Ooh, Nurse Ratched. She killed a bunch of people.
You stupid. Is that a real person?
Yeah. There's a show about it.
No, I mean, is that her name?
Nurse Ratched, yeah.
I'm mad her name is Ratched.
Ooh, she ratchet.
She's trifling.
Yeah, Nurse Ratched. It's a real person. It was. I think she's dead now.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Or at least in prison.
Oh, but yeah, I would. Yeah,
We're so researched. You're on the educational podcast.
No, I would. Yeah, if I'm at that point and I can't do much but breathe, some of those people have to like have a machine that helps them breathe.
Yeah,
you don't do any. You don't have any bodily function.
If I can't breathe on my own,
I'm not breathing. Yeah,
slit my throat. Yeah. Lethal injection. Sorry, I need to stop saying slit my throat. Lethal injection.
No, you know, people done turned this episode off, right?
You've made it this far. Hello again. Well, because I think part of it is that would be a lot on another person. Like if you're getting paid and it's your job, whatever. Yeah. But like on the spouse, that's a lot. On the kids, that's a lot.
That's the other thing. I don't think I want to have my spouse stuck with that responsibility until I finally kill over and die. What if I'm that way for another 20, 30 years and she's lived those 20, 30 literally just tending to me and she hasn't had opportunity to do anything else? Well, but I think
some people like that.
Oh, to be needed?
Well, yes.
No, I'm serious.
That, yes. I didn't know we were shitting on bitches yet, but no. I didn't know we were going to jump out the gate.
No. You're horrible today, sir.
Well, listen, you got me started on this mess. But I think some of it is like, if you are, I'm trying to think of like, I think there's certain things where there's still something to live for.
What you mean?
Like, we're joking and like just, lethal injection.
We're talking about ourselves, not everybody else.
But I mean, there's also a part of me that's like, until I'm in that situation, I don't really know what my answer will be.
Okay.
But I think I would be like, I may not want to do this. Like me. And me to be the one stuck. Like one of my fears is being
caregiving
stuck in the body.
Oh, okay.
That's one of my fears is being stuck in the body.
I can't do anything. Have you seen that movie with Hayden Christensen? You don't know who the fuck I'm talking about, dude.
No, I know the name. Yeah, I just don't know
the guy who plays young Darth Vader.
He's only in one movie.
No, he's in. He plays Darth Vader before he becomes. Oh, I don't know if you watched. Okay, so there's a movie that came out years ago where I forgot the name of it. Was dope movie, and it's about like if you were in surgery and you're supposed to be asleep.
Yeah.
But he's still awake, but he's parallelogram.
Yeah, because he can't feel anything.
No, he can feel all of it.
I mean, he can't tell
move.
Anybody.
Yeah.
That freaks me out.
There
was an episode of...
that's some creepy shit.
I think it was Criminal Minds.
Is it?
There was an episode of that where the guy, like, puts them under, like, they're completely awake, but they can't do anything. And it's like...
it's a real condition, though.
Prisoner in your own body. Yeah. I forgot what it's called. Yeah. Locked. But...
a what?
Lock syndrome. It's something lock syndrome. Anyway, whatever.
There's a real word for it.
That freaks me out. But then, like, I think, like, I've met people that are in wheelchairs and they're funny. They seem to be having fun.
He seems to be in very good spirits. He wasn't like offended when I asked him, but I don't know
like
how long.
One person, they're like losing, somebody that I know, they're losing sort of like their independence in function and movement.
Like from a stroke?
And they're, they have like, they have a lupus, I think.
Okay.
But I mean, they're living life. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I guess until I'm in the situation, I wouldn't really know. But I would imagine, like, I would want to make sure, like, if I was the person that was parallelogrammed, I would want to make sure, like, you need to go and have life too. Like, when there's somebody here, like a nurse or something like that, you need to go and, like, have some sort of life. You know what I mean? And then, come home and we'll watch movies or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean?
I'm sorry. All I can think is, you can't get up and leave anyway. I got to stop. Lord. I mean.
Ladies, if you're looking for that man that can't creep out on you, ladies.
I mean, okay. Like, I think that I would be in such shitty spirits that I wouldn't do anything either, though. Like, I wouldn't want to do anything.
How is that different from your regular life?
At least I could stand up, you know what I'm saying?
Salute.
Yes. But, I mean, Because like I do appreciate the fact that the ones I've seen and interacted with are living their life. That's those people. But
like wheelchair volleyball
and the basketball,
wheelchair basketball, like those people that's brutal. Like they're in it.
That's a real workout.
They're in it to win it.
No, it's a guy that the Planet Fitness that we go to. There's one on the other side of this undisclosed location. And there's a guy that's in there just about every time I've gone in the morning. He's in there. Okay, and he's in there because it's a younger guy. He in there killing it. Yeah. So that's why I said I just don't know if I would be, and it might depend on what age it happens. True. It depends on where you're at in life.
I mean, if I'm 90, just let me ride this out. You know what I mean?
Ride it out.
Look. All I was going to say was, they see me rolling. They ain't it. Trying to catch me right.
Days like this, I'm glad we are a very small podcast. Lord.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
Look, if you can't have fun with it.
We make fun of everybody. We do.
Oh, God's children.
Everybody gets this smoke. But
no one is safe.
No, sir.
Yeah, I don't know if I could. Now, being the caretaker, I think that's where I would struggle because I would have to like consciously be like, I need to leave. Like I here comes the nurse. Right. I need to leave and do something other than be a caregiver. Yeah. The same way that I would encourage them if they were being my caregiver, I would gotta go. Right. Gotta go do something else. I'll be here. I'll be here when you get back.
I promise.
But you know what I'm saying? But I don't think I would mind being the caregiver. I think the struggle that I would have would be remembering to like make time for me to do stuff for me. That's not caregiver activities.
See, that's the other thing too. Well, I'll address both of those. That's the other thing too. When you're the caregiver, if you're the significant other and you're the one providing the care, when you go do stuff like amusement parks, and I've seen people who are paralyzed at amusement parks, and sometimes it looks like they're having fun, but sometimes they're just kind of being pushed around all day. And if it was me, you think I'm being dead serious. If you're taking your spouse to an amusement park and you just spend all day pushing them around, are either one of y'all really having fun? Like, seriously. Yeah. You think about it. You're basically being babysat. You know that person would probably want to be on the roller coaster. You're probably like, well, I mean, I don't want you stuck walking, pushing me around.
Can they get on the ride?
That I don't know.
I mean, I would imagine it's probably pretty secure if they wanted to. Stop! Okay, I need you to make sure that these cameras are showing that he's the one fucking me up.
I'm so sorry. We can't put this episode out. All I can picture is legs just dangling.
Oh my God. Do you remember? It was years ago. I think we were like young kids. That girl, her legs were hanging off a ride, and I guess there was something that came through and it chopped her legs off.
Yeah, that'd be about their head cut off too.
Well, I guess if your head gets cut off, that's pretty much the end of that.
You sound like Forrest Gump. Like when he would end the story and go to another story, he's like, that's about it.
Well, I'm just saying. But to have your legs chopped off like that's
that was
dangling.
What the fuck did we get into today?
You started this.
I mean, people know that's what they really think. They just can't say it.
Yeah.
But I don't think I would want nobody pushing me to fuck around all day. There was a guy when we were younger. I'm not talking about being bullied, sir.
That's what it sounds like.
Shut up.
You will not push me around. I will not be pushed.
No, back in the day, when we used to go to the club, right? I cannot remember the dude's name. He's a little bit older than us. But and before he got paralyzed, like he was known as like a big time drug dealer. Oh. So I don't know how he became paralyzed. I can't really remember his name. But they say they would push him out to the middle of the dance floor and just let him do his thing. He'd be getting girls and everything. And I was just like, all right. But see, I don't think I think I would be so fucked up about the. Again, it depends on what age it happens. If I'm like you said, 67, I don't really give a shit. Well, maybe
I
60.
said 90.
Yeah, maybe 60. 75 and on up, I think it won't matter.
Yeah. I think honestly too, like it would be different. Like I think about like only. That would be so different in my mind than like
at a younger age?
Somebody.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like only I would be like, we're going to do this. You know what I mean?
Oh, you love him. Oh, but just some old bum MFer.
But just some basic asshole.
You telling me 30-year-old young man paralyzed last week. You gonna take care of the rest of him for the next, say, 60 years?
Yeah. I probably would.
Y'all in the honeymoon phase, punk ass. How you?
I probably
so you're not
would.
gonna just push him into the middle of the dance floor and get it, boo?
Well, for fun, yeah.
What if he's all down in the dumps about it?
Oh, no. You know I can't do that.
You're not gonna stick it out?
My problem would be, I would come in the room and be like, cheer up, Charlie.
No, sir.
All right, I'd say something stupid, I'm sure.
But I think you would have to make light of it. Because I would wallow in it. But, because I don't know what it's like.
Like, this is me. Mm-hmm. Like, part of me in my mind, let's say I'd put him in the kitchen. And then I'd go to a different room and I'd go, ready or not, here I come. What? Hide and seek.
How the fuck you gonna hide that big ass wood?
I hit him in the kitchen.
What have I gotten myself into? Holy bejesus. Oh, Lord. All I'm saying, sir, your stupid ass.
Look, you gotta make it fun.
Yes.
Life without parallelogramism, you gotta make it fun.
But my thing, okay, remember I told
Would you?
What?
You wouldn't.
Make it fun?
Would you kill him?
No, I'd probably kill myself.
Would you come on to the purge?
No, I think I would probably want to kill myself, though.
Like if you were the caretaker?
No,
You're like, no, I've got life to live. You could die, bitch.
No, I'm a selfish person. I can admit that. And I have I've told you a million times before. I think I've said it on the episode forever ago. I got terrible patience, barely enough for my kids. Because I think I would get frustrated with I think I would be frustrated with them not being able to do certain things that I know they used to be able to do. I know that sounds fucked up, but I'm serious.
Can you give me an example?
I don't want to give you an example, sir.
You're like, remember those days we used to go out on the dance floor and you give me that shoulder shrug? Would you give me that shoulder lead?
Oh, hell. You don't know how to cut a rug anymore? That's terrible.
Remember the days when we used to two-step?
See, that's why I can't go anywhere with you, sir.
I'm just saying. Look, you got to make it fun.
Yes, but
you got to make it fun. You got to make it fun because you never know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It can happen to anybody.
But I think I wouldn't have the patience for it as the caregiver. And I know that sounds messed up to say, but I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
I think
it's important for you to tell people in your life that you're not going to take care of them and let them choose if they'd like to stay or not.
I'm talking about if she was literally paralyzed, she couldn't do anything but just look at me. I'll pay for a caregiver.
Okay.
That's sweet. I would want her to leave too. I don't want nobody sitting around wiping my ass.
Yeah.
I mean, a caregiver, but not her. Not my significant other. No.
Yeah.
That sounds bad, don't it?
No, I think it sounds honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
We all got needs.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
You say I'm the fucked up one.
Oh, Lord. I'm just saying. That's just the truth. That's how I feel, man. But I don't know. I think it takes a very special person to be able to do that as a caregiver. Because, that's hard.
As your job?
No.
No. As a...
No, if I'm cutting you a check, hell no, you better wipe my ass. That's what you get paid for. Shit.
See, All I thought in my head was I'd be the one that was like, I think you missed a spot.
You can't even turn your head to look.
Can't feel a thing. Can't look back and see.
But hold up a mirror. I need to make sure you got it.
Let me see that.
Spread the cheeks. Let me take. Oh Lord.
Oh my gosh.
You see that Kevin Hart movie with the guy who played Breaking Bad's lead character? Malcolm in the dad from Malcolm in the Middle?
Oh, no. I haven't seen the movie, but I know who you're talking about.
They have a movie where the Malcolm in the Middle's dad character, he plays what's the difference anyways? Paraplegic. I know one is it's different sections of your spine, right? Or is it the amount?
One is waist down and one's neck
what's
down.
the difference? The word.
I don't know. Paraplegic. Is para 2 or para 4?
No, quadriplegic and paraplegic.
Yeah, quadriplegic is neck down. Paraplegic is waist down.
Okay. Well, he plays the neck down one. Quadriplegic. There you go.
4 limbs. 2 arms and 2 legs. That's 4. Quad.
I thought it's I don't know for sure. I thought it's based on the location of the damage in your spine, or is it the amount of damage? I don't know. I'm asking.
I think it's how much you can't move. Like waist down is paraplegic, neck down is quadriplegic.
Okay. I ain't trying to be neither one. But
I don't know if anybody would choose that.
Well, what about people who like the little boy that I told you about who unfortunately had a seizure when he was like 6 months to a year old, and now he's gonna be in a I think he's like a year younger than my son.
Okay.
But he's gonna be in a wheelchair for the rest of his life. Like that's different too, though. To basically he wasn't born that way, but I'm saying I could only imagine what that would be like, because that's all you know is a wheelchair. Yeah. So you may not be as depressed or emotionally bothered by it like my stupid ass would be if it happened at this age.
Yeah.
Watch, I'm talking all this shit. Next week I'll be paralyzed. Like, damn it, I should have shut the fuck up.
Can we knock on stuff? Sir. Can we knock on stuff?
But
I'd be devastated. But I think you just adapt.
Well, yeah, like that girl who don't have no arms, she brushes her teeth and does stuff with her feet.
Yeah.
See, you was about to laugh, but I was being for real. You ain't shit.
I was laughing at how you said it. You know that girl ain't got no arms.
You ain't never seen that video?
No.
I think she was on Ellen or I don't think it was Oprah. It was like Dr. Phil, Ellen, something like that.
Mm. Yeah, I just don't know if I can. Is that fried hard and wet?
I don't think those are wings, sir. But they about to be wet. I think they're baked. Hey, Gabby.
Gabsy's here. Part 2's coming out someday.
It will have come out by the time you hear this one.
Pretty much. We'll see. Y'all are my witness, camera 1.
Horrible. But
what were we talking about?
The girl who like does.
Oh, that doesn't have any arms. I don't know why that was so funny to me. It's how you said it.
No, but that's a real thing.
I don't know who she is.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't
know her personally.
I've seen like people paint with their feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of neat. I mean, that's neat. Like you make adjustments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like, okay, like I watched a movie a week or two ago. It's based on a true story about the girl who, unfortunately, she was, I think right after high school, she was a surfer.
Mm-hmm.
I think the movie takes place in Cali or Hawaii.
Okay.
But she had a shark bite one of her arms off. But she learned how to surf again after she had her arm bitten off.
Yeah.
And she won. Like she was winning surfing contests and shit like that.
Nice.
So I'm saying, all the jokes we making, but
I was laughing because the Kevin Hart, that was his joke.
Oh, it is
was
right.
The shoulder.
Full circle, baby.
Was
I got
the shoulder.
you. See, we here.
He said, because he said, you ain't got no shoulder. He said, everybody be like, oh, here comes Becky. She ain't got no shoulder.
Oh, that reminds me of that TikTok video. Have you seen that one? He goes, I put this shoulder up. I go put this shoulder up. And I drop him. Because I don't care. But she don't have the other shoulder.
Oh, my God.
Oh, in a handbasket.
You can't shrug your shoulders.
I mean.
Not the shrug. Not the shrug. You better catch that.
That's fucked up, though.
Oh, my God.
You're horrible, sir.
I'm the nice one. I was making a game out of it.
Yeah, you talking about the stanky leg. All that shit. Oh,
you were the one. You were like, he showed me his leg.
I mean, he did. He's a cool guy. He got the remote control Tesla and everything.
Nice.
Yeah. It's very advantageous. I'm childish. I got to stop that shit. I mean, he's a cool dude.
Okay. So just to summarize.
Why we summarize?
You're going to kill yourself or the other.
No, if it was me.
Shove her out the door.
No, if I'm the one that would be paralyzed, again, it depends on the degree of paralysis. Mm-hmm. I know we're being stupid, but it would, if waist down, but my junk still works.
Then it's not waist down.
Why not?
I'm just saying.
Okay, crotch down. Is that better? I think, but not everybody who's paralyzed from the waist down loses functionality in their groin. I don't think.
Comment below. Nosey with good intentions.
I mean,
if you're listening and you're a paraplegic or quadriplegic,
please
and you'd like to tell us about, tell us about how we live life. Shit. Nosey with good intentions at gmail.com.
At KirkFowler84. Don't hit me
Michael _ Gillen _Jabel.
Please don't.
Gabby styled by.
We'll throw you in there too. You under the bus with us.
She can't be left out.
Yes. No, like I said, if my junk still works, that's cool. If I can do a little shimmy, stanky leg, and junk work, I'm with it. But if I can't do shit but blink my eyes and stick my tongue out and talk a little shit, I'm good. I would be the grumpiest paralyzed person in the world.
How is this different?
Different than what?
What are you... Doesn't seem like being paralyzed is going to change you at all.
Shut up! I'm a grumpy old man, but I would do this times like 1,000.
God, but you know what would be funny though is if you can't do anything, you could just talk shit about everybody,
and somebody can fuck you up, and you can't do nothing about it.
At Walmart, you can get the scooter.
Man, there's people riding scooters that ain't paralyzed at all.
And somebody
at Walmart.
That's because they're on their way. I've been there. They're on their way.
You've rode the scooter before?
No.
Oh, I was going to say, hold on now.
No. But I forgot what I was going to say.
About the scooter, Walmart.
Oh, so you know how people like walk in front of you and you're like, bitch, I was looking at that.
Yes.
If you're in a wheelchair, you can be like, I know you saw me sitting here looking.
Are you sure you didn't turn your head?
And then they can look at you and they'll be like, what? Oh, you're in a wheelchair. They'll feel bad for you. I'd be shitting on people left and right.
Yeah.
Be like, ooh, girl, you getting 2 packs of cookies? From where I'm sitting, I see where they're going.
Something is wrong with you, sir. No, I mean, that's a good point, though.
Yeah.
Because my parents, they could have gotten away with a lot of shit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they do. They do all the time.
Well, my parents don't take advantage, but if they wanted to, they could.
Well,
I mean, they're functioning members of society, but I can crack jokes on my parents. They're my parents.
They're functioning members of society.
They are.
It's a high bar.
I think that's the minimum requirement, but a lot of people don't even meet that.
No.
But yeah, I mean, is that horrible? Weird.
Is there a paralyzation that you'd be okay with? As long as your penis works. Is that what it is?
I can't be neck down and just my dick works. That's not what's up.
You'd be happy about it.
No, I was supposed to do lay this. Just get it hard, baby. Get it hard. I can't do nothing for you, but get it hard. No, that would suck.
But then you get the show.
What?
Like, because you don't have to do any of the work. I can't move. You don't have to do any of the work.
You don't think a woman would eventually be like, hey, bro, I need you to throw it back. You can't.
I think he has a joke about that too.
Oh, hell.
If your knees are locked kneed.
Who?
Hitting it from the back.
We learned in the military, never lock your knees because the blood rushes and you fall out.
Pass out, yeah.
Yeah.
That happened on America's Next Top Model.
What happened?
It was a blonde girl. She got nervous and she locked her knees and she was standing there at the deliberation. She
fell out.
Fell out.
Did she face first? Ass up?
I think it was more like a crumble.
Oh, okay.
All right, later.
Face first, ass up. No?
Is that the line? That doesn't sound right.
It's face down.
Okay, I was about to say. Something about that didn't sound right. Face first. That sounds like one of mine.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, we're going in a handbasket.
Well, I'm just saying, that's a lot. I mean, that's, it's sort of like my mom had breast cancer. And for her, fortunately, it was.
Be right back, going to get a beer.
Relatively, she caught it super early, and it wasn't a lot. But I mean, there are people that, they get into stage 3, stage 4 cancer. I mean, you can't, and they essentially become paralyzed. I mean, they can't take care of themselves. They're because they're so sick, they can't physically do anything, and there they are. You know what I mean? So, I mean, part of me is sort of like, well, I guess paralyzed wouldn't be the worst.
But isn't that technically just varying degrees of paralysis?
Well, they're not paralyzed, but they're so sick they can't do anything.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, being able to sit in a wheelchair and go play wheelchair basketball doesn't sound so bad in comparison.
Oh, that's true.
You know what I mean?
I mean, okay, like I say, I know we being stupid, but if for those who are making the best of that situation, I do get it, because not everybody's a grumpy ass old man like me. So you might look at it and go, it is what it is. I can make the best of it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be a death sentence. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to be, right. I'm just sit in the house and mope and cry and think life sucks.
Yeah. I'd want to go out.
And do what?
Whatever. Go watch stuff.
Like what?
Like go watch, I love pickleball. So I'd like to go watch people play pickleball. That'd be fun.
To watch them play?
Yeah.
You won't even watch sports now when you ain't paralyzed. Well, oh. You ain't going, so would you go watch an NFL game live?
No, probably not.
But you'll watch pickleball from the seat of your wheelchair?
Yeah.
You ain't shit. What kind of bullshit is that?
I am just saying.
That's backwards.
Sometimes it's just more entertaining. Football is so boring.
No, it's not.
Oh, God. Camera 1.
You know what? Since you said it, I got a question for you. I don't know if we've ever talked about this. Sports. You think women watch sports because they actually like it, or because their man likes it?
I'm the one that asked you that question on the previous episode.
Did you?
Yep.
What did I say?
For the man.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then. Question answered. It's no longer
we did a
on
poll
my
and
mind.
everything.
You stupid. It's no longer on my mind.
I don't know. It's sort of weird. Like, women sports fans are a little hardcore. Like, to the nth degree, where it's like,
it's either like they're diehard, or they're there because their boyfriend's there.
Yeah.
It's not really a medium.
Yeah.
That I've noticed.
Yeah.
But I mean, who am I?
Me either. All I would say, wait, what did you say?
What?
Every time you go, who am I always say a PD pump. In my head. PD pump,
motherfucker. You're stupid. We have, what'd you say? My earpiece said they disagree.
You know what? That sounds like a fantastic episode of Betty to respond.
Absolutely.
Don't you?
Yes.
I hear there's new stuff coming with Betty.
Oh,
you never know what you're going to get.
Yes, yes. Might be me. Might be you.
Might be neither of us.
Something's wrong with you, sir.
No, I mean, I think there are women sports fans. Mm-hmm. Part of me is like, the real women sports fans, you're probably fans of female sport. Like so? When somebody's like, I love a good foot, I'm like, okay.
I think some people are kind of born into it. Kind of like
my daddy taught me to love this team. Yeah.
No, I'll give you a prime example. This is not the perfect analogy, but I'm gonna try. They always suck. Okay, growing
cross
up.
our fingers for you. Cross your fingers at home,
Oh,
ladies and
hell.
gentlemen.
So growing up, when my dad, before he peaced out, he would make me wash his car.
Okay.
In the front yard, I fucking hated it. I hated it with a passion.
Is that why you don't wash yours?
Fuck you. I wash mine regularly, sir. Every time I wash my car, it rains like 30 minutes later.
That's how they work.
I don't understand it, sir. I wash it, step outside, yawn, bask in the sunshine, and it pours down 30 minutes later. I just don't understand that shit.
Yeah. It's because you didn't take a picture.
I don't need to take a picture. But no. So growing up, he used to make me wash his car. Every single time he wanted to wash, I had to wash it. Hated it with a passion. Now, I actually enjoy washing a car.
Okay.
And I think that might be some of the circumstances with girls who do like sports. I don't think that's a majority, but I think it's more like one of those, my dad made me watch all the time growing up and I hated it, then I ended up starting to like it. No? Damn. Just in.
Somebody verbally said what my face was saying. I don't really know. I don't know. Maybe this is just me, but when somebody's like women's tennis, to me, women's tennis is much more entertaining than men's tennis.
I think because there's more talent across the board, whereas men's, it's usually just like these 3 or 4, and then everybody else kind of sucks.
Well, no. I think a lot of it is. I mean, men's tennis is entertaining. Don't get me wrong.
No, I didn't say it was scrubs.
Don't come for me. Michael _Skillet_.
No, I'm not saying the men's were scrubs. Like Andre Agassi, during his time, it was only like, it seemed like it was only.
Well, Pete Sampras was amazing.
Oh, very true. Okay.
But I mean, there tends to be one person that, or two, maybe one or two that sort of rises to, LeBron.
Yeah.
Or Steph Curry. When he comes back, or
KD,
said Don Knox, KD.
Oh, Kevin Durant.
I got the K and the D
wrong
wrong.
editions, swapping around. Yeah.
KD. There tends to be like a handful or less, but in men's tennis, a lot of it is that serve is coming at 90 miles per hour.
Okay,
what can you do with it? Whereas I feel like women's tennis is more strategic. So you can see sort of like, I'm going to move you over as far as I can, then I'm going to really hit this angle.
Panda.
But you know what I'm saying?
I'm just fucking with you. I said pander. I'm joking.
Oh, no. If you watch it, you'll see what I mean.
I know.
I mean, all you got to do is watch one game.
But I will say, though, for a long stretch, it was pretty much the Serena sisters, the Williams sisters, and then everybody else at the bottom.
Well, Martina Hingis beat them.
Who?
So Serena and Venus are very powerful. But Martina was very strategic. She was a soft hitter, but she was strategic, and she beat them.
She beat them in their prime, or
all 3 of their primes.
Oh, okay.
They eventually, a few years into
we got this bitch,
modified their game and stepped up to where she was strategically. And so, she didn't have enough power to like sort of hang in there.
Because if they both got good strategy, but Serena's got more power, then you're dead. Yeah.
Right. Or Venus. Venus
has
both
of them. Yeah, both of them.
But then there was Maria Sharapova. She sort of threw them off for
I'm not this
years.
versed in tennis. But
well, what I'm saying is, as Martina Hingis, they kind of figured out how to adapt their game to beat her. It took like a couple of, I would say like 5 or 6 years. So, Martina Hingis was like winning, beating both of them over and over and over and over and over. And they finally like sort of molded their game to beat her. And then sort of as she was,
they just continued to dominate. Yeah.
As people were going, oh, that's how they beat her. Now we can beat her too. And so she sort of faded down, down the list a little bit. Here came Maria Sharapova.
Did she beat the Williams sisters?
And she beat the Williams sisters for a couple of years. And then they molded their game to fix her, to beat her. So it sort of kept that interest going, and it's more strategic, and you have to, I think is why I'm more entertained by pickleball, because it's very like,
it's more strategy than just raw ability, right?
Well, but you're also like this close. Like the kitchen area that you can't step into and hit it in the air, that's at the net, is 7 feet on each side.
Damn.
So we're 14 feet apart, and we're hitting that ball at each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's exciting. It's a lot more like so much is happening all at one time. So to me, like if I was paralyzed, I could watch that all day.
My man, full circle.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, but football, like, oh, it's fourth down. I guess they'll kick it to the other team.
There's strategy to football, sir.
Oh, it's first down. They're gonna fake a run. Oh, it's second down. They're gonna do a pass. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? It's like
there's strategy to football, sir. I'm just saying there is.
Okay, I believe you.
There is.
Whatever you say it is, it is.
All right, whatever you say.
But you know what I'm saying? Like for me, football has its strategy, but it's a lot of brawn.
No. It is brawn as in moving a man against his will, but there's strategy to that. It's not just I run faster than you, I throw the ball further than you. There is strategy to it. It depends on placement of the ball, like where you are on the field. Depends on how many yards to the first down.
Yeah. Depending
on if you're down by 1 point, do you go for the extra point? Do you go for 2? There's a lot to it more than just I run faster and jump higher than you. Now basketball, I love basketball, but it's I run faster, jump higher, shoot better. Well, you don't even really have to shoot that much because there's not a lot of strategy to being 7 feet tall and dunking.
Well, there is when the other group is 7 feet tall and also dunking.
But not everybody's 7. The superstars are typically close to 7 feet tall.
Okay.
But scrub muffins are not.
We can agree to disagree because to me, basketball, like I grew up playing basketball. Yeah. So I know the strategy behind it.
Yeah.
Like I know how hard it is to actually get through the defense to you know what I'm saying? Whereas football, I didn't really play football, so I'm just going off of what I see.
Fair enough.
You know, there's a line on both sides, offense and defense, and they mush together. And I'm sure there's a system there.
Yeah.
I'm not fully familiar with it, but you smush together, and the defense or the offense is trying to keep the defense from getting to the quarterback to give the quarterback time to find somebody that's open or hand it off and let somebody use their speed and maneuvering to get as far as they can.
I'll put it this way. There's only 32 teams in the NFL, right?
Uh-huh.
There's only 32 starting quarterbacks in the NFL. In the entire world, there's 32 starting quarterbacks.
Okay.
For basketball, that means not everybody can be a starting NFL quarterback.
Okay.
Right? Is that fair to say?
Sure.
Based on talent.
Okay.
For basketball, there's 3 of the positions in basketball. There's 2 of them on the court. There's 2 forwards, 2 guards. There's only 1 center. But even though there's less players in the NBA, I think that just the quarterback position alone, it takes more skill than it does to play basketball. I don't know if that makes sense whatsoever because I suck at that. But
well, I find that interesting because the point of the quarterback is to run the play.
Yeah, but you got to remember all of the plays. You've got to know when to execute a play.
That's practice.
That's also mental.
Well, you're also being told what's next. Like you have a coaching staff that's going.
Yeah, but
fling flicker.
But if your coach says flea flicker and you read the defense and realize they're in man or they're in zone, and the play you've picked, its quote unquote weakness is zone defense or man coverage, you've got to audible out of that, and you've got to have no plays based on your Rolodex, figuratively speaking.
That is talent.
Yeah,
but I also think that's practice.
Also, yeah, of course, yeah.
Whereas, like, I think basketball equally. I don't think either one is less than the other. Yeah. But where basketball, you have a point guard and a guard.
Fair.
And they have their own,
and depending on who you
strategies and roles. And then the forwards.
One's a small forward, one's a power forward. Yeah.
But their roles also depend on the setup of the offense.
That's true. And nowadays you have stretch forwards, as in power forwards who can shoot the ball from the 3.
True.
So I think both games have evolved though.
Look at that. We got
sports talking. Finally.
Yes, God. I couldn't resist. But I think it's...
You can't gay up sport.
Honey, we're coming. We're in every sport now. We're in every sport now. Y'all didn't know it, but we've been there.
Yeah, they've been there.
We've been dominating all these years.
You're horrible.
Well, but I think it's interesting. Like, I think for me, that's what it comes down to. Is it's the sports where I can watch and it takes me a second to figure out, okay, here's the strat. Oh, I saw the strategy there. Like, for example, pickleball. If you watch pickleball for the first time, a lot of people are like, what are they doing? Because you're just sort of softly hitting it over the net. But again, there's only 14 feet between you and the other person.
So how soft can you
So you know what I'm saying? So you're hitting it soft, but you're also maneuvering them out of their... So you're opening up the court to give you a way through to get the ball past them.
Is it, when you guys played, you can only play it in doubles, or you can play it in singles as well?
Oh, they have singles.
Is it, when you play doubles, is it... I know it's not literally tennis, but is it similar as in you have to take turns returning the ball? Like, say if me and you are on teams and we're playing against A and B. Oh, okay.
So each player...
Like, I can't be the only one hitting it back.
Right.
You have to
like
rotate hitting
each player,
it back. Right?
You know, if me and you are on a team and then there's Jessica and Samantha.
Right.
And Jessica serves.
We're going to beat them hoes. No?
And if we beat her serve, like we win that serve, we don't get a point. It moves to Samantha. Samantha gets a serve. Okay. And then it comes back to us and we take turns serving.
But if we keep getting beat by their serve, regardless, they keep serving.
They keep getting points.
Okay. So it's okay.
Yeah.
So you can only score points when your team serves.
Yeah.
Okay, that's similar to tennis. Yeah. At least that aspect.
No.
Yeah, and tennis,
tennis you score whether you're the server or not.
You sure?
Yeah, because you have the love 15,
love 15
that's right. Or 15 love, 30 love, 40 love.
I don't understand the scorekeeping, but I do kind of understand the game.
So essentially, tennis, you're looking at
you by 50.
You start at 0.
Yeah,
and then there's 15,
then 30 40. See, I don't understand that part.
Now, why those are the numbers?
Yeah, because it's 1 point.
Whatever. But that, when you get to 40 and you win that 4th point, you win all those 4 points become a game.
Yeah, I do know that much, yeah.
And then 6 games
is one
is a match.
Yeah, because
so if you're the first one to win 6 games by 2.
Because love means it's tied, right?
Yeah.
Okay. See what I don't understand all that shit. No. I understand some of it.
Yeah.
I do know that love is, like I said, tied. I know you got to win. It's almost like you're playing the NBA Finals. The NBA Finals makes up one whole match. Like,
because they play multiple times.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know not literally.
It's like best out of 5 or something. 7.
Yeah. So is that kind of, not literally you have to win best out of 7,
I guess
but conceptually, multiple games make one championship series, aka a match.
I mean, essentially, it's sort of like the scoring is part of keeping it competitive. So, like the fact that in pickleball, me and you, we have to beat them twice.
Do they keep
one for Jessica's serve and one for Samantha's serve?
Wait, what? Oh,
we have to win before we can even get the serve to try to get a point.
What determines who serves first? Or which team serves first?
Like some people do a coin toss. Some people are just like, hey, y'all go ahead and serve first.
Oh, okay.
It's a very friendly game in that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I might have to play that shit one good time.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. It really is a lot of fun. And it's one of those things where, like, I've seen people that have literally never played a sport in their life
have a good time,
pick up a paddle, figure out at least the basic sort of thing, and have a blast.
Okay, for people who don't know what the hell we're talking about,
look it up on YouTube, because I'm a horrible person at explaining
the way I understand, I don't play pickleball. The way Kirk has shown me videos and kind of the simplest example is it's not literally this, but it's almost like life-size ping pong.
That's probably the better.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
it's like if you stood on a ping pong table.
Yeah, there you go. If you stood on a life-size ping pong table, that's the best visual.
Yeah. But if you just search it on YouTube,
it's everywhere. Yeah.
Give it a second. Like you'll sort of see, like, you know, they run to what's called the kitchen. It's this zone that's 7 feet on each side of the net.
And that's what you have in regular tennis too, right? That area where you can't walk up. You can
go in tennis. You can go right to that net.
Oh, you can? Okay.
Absolutely, you can.
Oh, okay.
Which is where that sort of, with pickleball, it adds this layer of of competitiveness because you can't. Like if the ball bounces in the kitchen, I can step in and hit it.
Oh, okay.
But I can't step in the kitchen
and spike that bitch.
spike the ball on you. I've got to stay out of the kitchen and hit it in the air.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. It keeps it interesting.
See?
But I think that's what I like about sport. And it may be, I think my thing with like football and baseball is I grew up with that.
Playing it or?
Like, well, I played baseball, but I didn't play football. But I grew up with that. So it's like, I'm like, oh, yeah, okay.
Did you play quarterback though?
Because it comes down to, I didn't play football.
Oh, okay. My bad.
But like football, pro level, maybe. I feel like pro level for everything is sort of its own thing.
Yeah, you guys,
but until you get to pro, for the most part, it's the strongest and the fastest.
Yeah.
Like whoever's the strongest and the fastest probably going to come out of the game with a win.
Yeah, there's people who win the Heisman in college. That's, you know what the Heisman is, right?
That's the trophy.
The pose.
The pose trophy, yeah.
But
I did the wrong pose.
Yeah,
is it this one?
Yeah, Heisman on that hoe. But no, the Heisman Trophy is for basically whoever is voted the best college football player for that season.
Okay.
And there's people who win the Heisman and go to the NFL on a bus.
Yeah.
So yeah, college, yes. If I'm bigger, stronger, faster, I'm probably going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But isn't college football a lot more popular?
It depends on who you ask.
Or is that basketball?
It depends. Because the March Madness tournament is really, this year's kind of, because there's not really a big name potential NBA prospect. Like a couple years ago, Zion Williamson, Ja Morant. But this year, there's not a whole lot of really like what you would call 5-star. We're going to the NBA. Like the draft is stacked. It's kind of like there's no real.
Gotcha.
People going crazy. I got to have
standing out.
No. You got to think. It's not like a LeBron draft where you got LeBron, Melo, Dwayne Wade, fucking Chris Bosh. Like it's stacked. It's maybe 1-2 people that you never know. Obviously, each draft is different, but there's no standout. These 4 players are really great.
Right.
So it's kind of
yeah. I feel you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because even like Scottie Pippen Jr.'s son, he's playing in the NIT. That's not the Final Four NCAA, the big championship. It's like a lower tier championship conference. They're not scrubs, but it's not the Final Four. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So it's not that big of. It's not as much excitement this year.
Gotcha.
And plus now, college basketball players don't typically stay more than a year. So the level of competition you face in college isn't as good. Excuse me, you end up going to the NBA, but you haven't stayed for 2 to 3 years to actually. You got to think, back in the day, I hate to sound old, back in the day, but you think most of our superstar NBA players played 2-3 years of college. So you've been
4.
Yeah, some of them 4. So if you stay in college for longer time, you're getting better. And then you also factor in your peers are getting older, and they're all, even though they're not all NBA stars.
Right. They're getting better.
Yes, as you're getting better.
Yeah.
Versus Kevin Garnett. He straight out of high school, he's an 18-year-old. He was a boy at the time, no disrespect to him.
Yeah.
I'm playing against grown-ass men in the NBA now. I didn't stay and become, say, 21 and build some muscle, develop my game. So, yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. But we're not a sports podcast. Let's get the fuck out of here. I got my one little mini sports conversation. Yes!
It only took a year.
A year and 2 episodes.
Nosey with good intentions at gmail.com.
If you're a parallelogram, Kirk at Kirk Fowler 84.
Michael _ skillet _
I'm gonna mute all this shit when he says mine.
I have to put it on the screen.
Really? Shit. An hour and 3 minutes in. I hope I forget that part.
Whatever. It'll be your fault.
They'll be scrolling up the screen anyway.
Go to our YouTube page. Hopefully you're watching. Camera 1. We're here.
I'm gonna spit on myself.
YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell.
Thanks to
so you'll be notified every time we upload a new video.
Yeah. I think that's thanks to at Style by Gabby. Right there. We keep hope alive.
We got the TikTok. We got the TikTok. There's a hidden gem in the TikTok.
It's not a gem. It's regular.
When you find it, let us know at noseywithgoodintentions@gmail.com. We've got our sister pod.
Petty with good intentions.
She's petty. You might see us there. You might not. Depends on how Gabsy's feeling that day. We have Twitter.
It's a hot mess.
Bless her. Nosey good.
Yeah, there you go.
She's on her own.
She's chugging.
She's the
That's our parallelogram. That's what it's called. She's our parallelogram. I didn't know how to spell that shit.
Oh my god. Parallel.
Oh, Graham.
Start there. Oh, Graham. Is that all of it?
YouTube, TikTok.
Do we get any feedback?
Grizzy.
The Instagram. Nosey with good intentions. How could we forget her?
That's your job, sir.
Oh, because we were saying ours.
Yeah.
Michael _Skillet _
At Nosey with good intentions. Oh, listen to the he's dramatic.
Is that all of them?
I think so. You have our email?
I always start with you.
Oh, okay, my bad. All right, well, thank you for listening to all of this Nosey nonsense. I'm so sorry, y'all. Oh, no, I'm not.
See you next time.